Hey, this is Mark Black, speaker, author, and founder of Your Best Year Yet, and I want to help you get in shape. Okay, what do I mean? Well, I get questions from people all the time on Facebook and on my YouTube channel and even by email sometimes asking me different questions. And one of them I get is, how do I get in shape? I know I'm supposed to, I know that I should. How do I do it? And it's interesting because this question is really not what they're asking. Because you know how to get in shape. I mean, I don't care if you've never been in a gym, if you've never done a fitness program, you know the basics. I mean, really ultimately losing weight, for example, is really just about burning more calories than you eat. Pretty simple, it's a calorie in, calorie out process. Now, yeah, there's lots of intricacies involved in that, and there's lots of science to help you burn more doing different things, etc. But at a basic level, it's more calories burned than calories in. That's how you lose weight. How do you get in shape? You move your body more. Okay, so it's not so much a question of how do I do it, it's how do I get myself to do it? How do I get myself to do what I know I need to do in order to get in shape? That's the question behind the question, if you like. So I want to give you a couple of strategies to help you to do that. The first one is understanding why you want to get in shape. And this involves asking yourself the question why several times. So if you say to me, Mark, I want to get in shape, I'll say to you, why? And you'll say, well, because I want to lose weight. And I'll say, okay, great, why? Well, because I want to have more energy. Okay, great, why? Well, because right now I have 2 young kids and I can't keep up with them. Ah, okay, so really what you're saying is I want to be a better parent. Well, that's a whole different thing than I want to get in shape. And it's got a lot more meat to it, and it's got a lot more impact to it. So the more you can define really clearly why you want to do what you do, the more motivated you will be. One of my favorite quotes is that if you have a big enough why, you can endure any how. So in other words, if you know why you're doing what you're doing, then putting yourself through difficult, challenging things like working out if you've never worked out before, which is uncomfortable, or even walking every day or starting a new habit or getting up earlier in the morning or whatever is involved in getting in better shape, you'll be able to do it if you know why you're doing what you're doing. So that's the first thing. Figure out exactly what it is. Then write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it regularly. So a bathroom mirror is a good place, or right beside your alarm clock in the morning, or somewhere where you're going to see it on a regular basis. So that you're constantly reminded, hey, remember this is why you're doing this workout. This is why you're getting up in the morning to go for a walk. This is why you're drinking more water. This is why you're whatever it is you're doing. When you understand that and you have that clear focus and that sense of purpose behind what you're doing, then the efforts to get in shape will make more sense. Second piece of advice, start small. I see people all the time try and go from 0 to 100 overnight. They're not people who have ever exercised. They've never really participated in a fitness program of any kind. They decide, well, I'm gonna get in shape. And so what do? They go and join a gym and they try and go 5 days a week. And what happens inevitably is they burn out. They get hurt, they get tired, they do too much, too fast, and they quit. I've now trained and run for 4 marathons, and I remember getting ready to run the first one. And I was doing a training program, and the training program had us run for 10 minutes and walk for 1 minute. And we would slowly build up our distance. Our first training run was 6 kilometers. And I remember thinking, I can already run 10 kilometers. Why am I only running 6? I've got to run 42 to run a marathon. This makes no sense. But there was wisdom behind the idea. The program understood that the best way to give you long-term success, the best way to stretch and grow you, is to build on success, to start small and get incrementally better. So we started with 6, and then we went to 8, and then we went to 10. And then when it was time to run further than I'd run before, we went to 12. But by then I'd already had some success. I had some momentum. And I wasn't trying to go from 10 to 20 overnight, which is what a lot of people will try and do. So start small. Get incrementally better over time. If you're not exercising at all, start by trying to exercise 3 days a week. Then you can move to every other day. Then you can move to maybe 5 days a week. And unless you're really trying to be an elite athlete, there's no reason you need to be doing more than 5 days a week anyway. So if you do those 2 things, figure out clearly why you want to do it, and then secondly, start small. Be conservative. Don't try and take or try and bite off more than you can chew. You will have more success, you'll be able to build momentum, and ultimately, you'll be able to get in shape. So I hope that's helpful for you. Leave a comment below if any of this resonated with you, if you've experienced what it's like to start on a goal and then ask yourself, why the heck am I doing this, and lose that sense of motivation. Or if you've ever attempted to bite off more than you could chew and try and do too much too quick and suffer the consequences. Let me know also, just say hi, say thanks, say whatever, pop a comment below. It's rewarding and helps me to know that you're watching these videos and that you're finding them valuable. And until next time, remember, don't live every day like it's your last day. Just be alive every day.